We're ecstatic to talk to Michelle Beadle of NBC Sports. She's live in London. How are you enjoying the experience so far?
So far so good, but I am ready to sleep in my own bed.
What's been the toughest part of your coverage so far?
You know what? I would say the hours. You know, I'm pulling double duty, so I just finished wrapping up my last Access Hollywood, and all I have left now is sports the next couple of days. But I'd say the hours. You know, I'm up at 4:45, and that's kind of it. Haven't really had a chance to see anything live, but I've paid attention as much as possible and watched a lot of stuff on TV.
Right,
it's very bizarre since it's right outside.
Do you have to have two different faces? Because here you are, you're hosting the Olympics and you're doing like straight sports stuff. And then I'm watching Access Hollywood the other night, and you're in a bar where you're getting a $3,000 cocktail with a chocolate gold medal.
Yeah, and it was disgusting, by the way.
Was it?
Now I can say that since it's aired. Yeah, it was horrible. It was very strong and not good. For $3,000, you'd think it'd be heaven.
So, what was in it? Do you know?
Yeah, it was some one of these champagnes with pieces of gold and some bitters and something else. It was the bitters that you tasted, but I laugh when I hear something $3,000. To me, that's just hilarious. But it's a good way to get the athletes to come in, so good for them, I guess.
Dennis just told me that it's not the first time you've dropped $3,000 at a bar.
Yeah, but at least usually I get bottles of
stuff. Oh, man. You interviewed the soccer team this morning. How'd that go?
That was great. It was, and we want to talk about double duty. Yeah, so we did the soccer team, and then as soon as we went off the air, sorry about that. We switched microphones and did an Access interview, which is obviously a little bit different, more about like the partying and celebrating. And it was crazy because, they were getting emotional, and it was fun. It was fun to see them do that. They've been great to watch this entire time. I loved it. I was proud of them as if they were related to me in some bizarre way.
You've met and talked to a lot of these athletes. Who do you think's the most marketable when they get back here to the States?
Oh, that's a good question. God, to me it just seems like for Gabby Douglas, the sky's the limit right now. She just has the ability to touch so many different people, and you kind of watch it happen on Twitter. I've never seen celebrity world come out the way they did to support that young girl, and it was insane. So I'm pretty sure she'll be in all the right hands from here on out, and it should be a fun ride for her. I hope she enjoys it.
How different is it talking to these amateur athletes who probably have not spent a lot of time before the microphones and cameras versus what you've done before, which is sit down with pro athletes?
It's funny. We laugh about it. When I pass the baton to Willie Geist in the afternoon, we're all kind of used to the pro athletes and the cliche answers, and they're used to it. I don't even think they listen to the questions anymore. They just say what they're going to say. And I actually love it. I love having fencers come in who are shocked when our camera guy wants them to sign his media book, and it's refreshing. They work just as hard, if not harder, than a lot of these other guys, and we'll never get that type of recognition. So at least once every 4 years, they do.
We talked to Dan here in the last hour, and he keeps on telling us, and he's been telling us this all week, that the Brits are rooting against the United States. They don't. Why? Have you been able 100%. To figure this out?
Yeah, sorry about that. I watch BBC for all my coverage, and they're very blatant about cheering and rooting against the U.S. I don't know. Maybe we're still the ugly Americans to the rest of the world. You would think that now that their money's worth more than ours, we could all be friends, but that apparently has not been the case. It's interesting. It's interesting to watch. When I get my fair share. I have a British teleprompter operator, and so every morning I give him a lot of garbage and rub it in. But yeah, it's a bizarre thing. They will cheer for anyone that's playing the U.S.
Yeah, so you would think that they're allies, that they, certainly politically that it would be. And yet I see the athletes, USA and China, and they all seem to get along. The athletes are getting along just fine from all the different countries, and yet the Brits can't stand us. What's wrong with that?
No, it's crazy. Maybe it all goes back to the fact that we just took the language and made it prettier.
Well, hold on, Michelle. In parts of the country, I'm not sure everybody would agree with you.
No, that's true. I'm not talking about. I won't name places where I'm not talking about.
All right, you've seen a lot of these events. If you could win a gold medal in anything, what would you want to win it in?
Oh, good Lord. I would go with, I'd go heptathlon for me. I think what those women, that or that open swim I watched yesterday, it's unfathomable to me that the stuff that they're able to do with their bodies. People can run fast, they can jump high, they can do it, but the idea that you could do, even the decathletes today, that many events at that level and crush people is just stunning to me.
Have you heard about this big Dwight Howard trade back here in the States?
I did. I can't even get away.
Now, how are the Spurs looking now?
I know. It's horrible. You know what, though? Here's what I can count on. I can count on Dwight Howard's head and behavior getting in the way somehow. So I'm just going to wait and see how he manages to mentally ruin this one, because I'm just not convinced. Andrew Bynum's gone. He was a bit of a head case. And now you got Dwight Howard. So we'll see. Good luck to them. Good luck to Kobe.
Enjoy your last couple of days and enjoy and have a nice flight back home to the States. Great talking to you again.
I'll do my best. Thank you so much.
See you. Michelle Beadle, NBC Sports over there in London.